let's look at graphing inequalities. We've talked about inequalities before, so we should know what they are. Now we're going to graph them. So we're going to graph an inequality like you would a regular line, which means we're going to utilize our calculator. But we got some special cases because we got some inequality symbols. So our line isn't always just going to look like a line, a solid straight line. We've got these special rules. So if our inequality is just the less than or the greater than symbol, there's no line underneath, there's no equal to, then we're actually going to use a dashed line. But if it does have that equal to sign, then we'll use a solid line. So this part is some really important information that you need to remember. When it has the line underneath, our line's going to be solid. And this will help you if you remember just this key information. All right, and then because we're representing more than just a line in our graph, then we're going to shade some areas. And it just depends on what kind of inequality we have. When we have the less than or equal to, then we're going to shade below the line. And if we have the opposite, we have greater than or equal to, we're going to shade above the line. Okay. All right. Let's look at this example. We've got y is greater than 2x plus 1. So right off the bat, I'm going to come and see, do I have a dashed line or a solid line? There, it's just greater than. So I'm going to do a dashed line. And it is greater than, so I know that I'm going to shade above. Shade above. All right, what I'm going to do to make this easy on myself is I'm going to go to my calculator graph. And I am pressing menu 3, 1. And I am entering in everything after that inequality sign, so 2x plus 1. So I know that this is what my line looks like. It's going to cross right here at 0, -1, and then somewhere right here. So I'm going to transfer my line from my graph on my calculator to the line on my graph on my paper. And I know it's dashed, so I'm doing a dashed line. Okay, now we got the line drawn, but we need to shade. We said we were shading above the line, so if this is our line and it's going this way, above the line is here and below the line is here. So we're doing above the line. So this is where we are shading. So this inequality looks like this. Okay. Another example, we've got y is less than or equal to -1/2 x plus 3. All right, first I want you to determine which kind of line we're going to have and below or above for our shading. So we've got the equal than sign, so we know it's going to be a solid line, and it is less than or equal to, so we are looking at shading below. So again, I'm going to my calculator. And I'm plugging in that graph so I know exactly what it looks like. X plus 3. And here is my line. I can focus in on that. Does this help? Okay, that helps. All right, so I am transferring this graph here to here. And it is a solid line. So I know it's crossing at 1, 2. So we've got my solid line, and now we need to figure out which way is above the line and below the line. When our lines are negative, above the line is over here, and below the line is here. So I'm going to shade this